same as with movies. There were many movies that I've done that were very successful. There were just as many movies that I've done that went right into the toilet. Did you ever see me worried about it? No, of course not, because that's the way life is. We have failures, don't be afraid of the failures. All you do is you just look how low you can fall. You fall to the ground. Here's the ground. I'm not afraid to fall. Because then you get up again. You see, that's the difference between the winner and the loser. Someone that loses is not a loser. The loser is only the guy that stays down. The winner always gets up again, dusts himself off, and continues on and attacks the problem again. There was times when I tried my bench press, 500 pounds, I remember. I tried it, failed, tried it, failed, tried it, failed, 10 times. But then at the German Powerlifting Championship in the spring of 1967, I made it. I made it. So it was okay to fail 10 times because the 11th time I made it. So this is what the bottom line is. So don't be afraid of failure. Don't set your goals low because you're worried about failure. I always felt that you have to go all out, never ever be afraid of failure. Have the courage, don't be frozen, and just always go all out. That is what it is about. So now we're going to continue on our discussion, I think seated down, because they wanted me to talk about 2 rules. Do you standing up, and the rest of it will be a discussion that we will have here. But in the meantime, I just want you to know that one of the other things that we're going to talk about when they're going to come out with the chairs will be work your ass off. Because there's so many people that think there's shortcuts to success. There's no shortcut to success, I can tell you. I mean, I'm 72 years old today. I've been around long enough that I can tell you there's no shortcut to success. You have to work your ass off. I remember when I went to America in 1968. I was working on construction jobs. I was getting up at 5 in the morning, working out early in the morning, training for the Mr. Universe competition. I was going to college to study business. I was going to acting class to study acting. And I was doing all of that. I used every single minute of the day. And the reason why I believe that's important is because we only have one life. You see, this is not a dress rehearsal. You're not gonna get a second shot. This is it. No matter how religious you are, no matter how much you believe there's a life after this, but it's not like this. We're not gonna sit around here anymore. Let's assume there's a heaven. I hope there is. Let's hope there is a life after this, but it's not gonna be like that. This is it. So if you want to accomplish anything and if you want to get some joy out of life, now is the time. And the reason why I'm saying is because there's so many people that don't realize that there's 24 hours a day. 24 hours. So you sleep 6 hours. Right? Someone is shaking their head. It's like you sleep longer, right? I know it. Just sleep faster. Just sleep faster. That's all you need to do. 6 hours a day, that's what you should sleep. So then you have 18 hours left. Hello, are you ready?
Should I address you? Governor, Arnold, Mr. Schwarzenegger, what is your preference?
You can address me Arnold.
Arnold. Good to meet you. I'm Sophie.
It's good to see you.
Okay, so I'm ready and I have so many questions for you.
You are the daughter of...
The granddaughter.
The granddaughter
Yes.
of Shabbatazzi.